to trap me in your stupid treehouse and abandon me at my sister's wedding and run off with another girl and eat a meatball sandwich!
Bitch, shut up.
Girl, Lizzie makes Helga from Hey Arnold look sane. Obsession. What does it mean to be obsessed? Obsession is the state in which a single thought or desire consumes the mind, refusing to loosen its grip. Obsession occurs when interest turns intense, crossing the line from fascination into fixation. Obsession breeds control, which turns into a cage neither side can escape. I got a good one for y'all today. Raise your hands if any of you remember Codename Kids Next Door. If none of you watched this magnificent show, that's alright. Allow me to explain what K&D is. Codename Kids Next Door is an American animated spy fiction television series created by, I'm probably gonna butcher his last name, Mr. Warburton, for Cartoon Network and produced by Curious Pictures in collaboration with Cartoon Network Studios. The show revolves around children running a secret organization whose goal is to protect all kids around the globe from oppressive powers of adults, teenagers, and elderly people. At the heart of the series is Sector 5, a 5-member team composed of numbers 1 through 5. Each member brings a distinct personality and skill set to the group. Number 1, a British boy named Nigel Uno, is the team's disciplined and strict leader whose serious demeanor keeps the team focused.
Kids next door, let's get that cheese.
Number 2, whoa. Whoever gave this boy this name, they had big plans for him. Hogarth Hoagie Pennywhistle Gilligan Jr. serves as the team's brilliant engineer responsible for much of their technology.
It's the most incredible thing you've never seen. It's...
I can't believe it's not Booger.
Number 3, Cookie Sanbon, the Japanese girl who is the walking, carefree sunshine who contrasts the group's seriousness with her joyful optimism and naivety.
That's okay, number 3. We'll get you some new toys.
Toys? I don't want toys. I want revenge!
Number 4, Wallaby Wally Beetles is an impulsive and hot-tempered Australian, often charging into danger without hesitation.
I don't know. I'm kind of scared of...
Yeah, come on.
Completing the team is my personal favorite. Number 5, Abigail Abby Lincoln, a calm, observant black French girl who talks in the third person.
I caught your 2 little weirdo friends trying on my bras. What are you 2 doing? Wearing my sister's bras!
Bra stands for Battle Ready Armor. It's a weapon!
Together, they form a balanced yet chaotic unit. The Kids Next Door organization spans the globe, divided into numbered sectors that function as regional headquarters. After undergoing training, each operative receives a numerical code name purposely pronounced as Numbuh, B-U-H, instead of Number, B-E-R, and is assigned to a sector. And they have exotic-ass bases too, from enormous tree houses to strongholds under the Arctic. Bruh, they even have a base that's located on the moon. I know this is the show's commitment to imaginative creativity, but where are these kids who are literally 10 to 11 years old getting the kind of funds to having a moon base? Central to the K&D's ideology is their oath to protect childhood itself. Members fight against crimes committed against kids.
Look at all these skinny children! You need to eat!
Being a Kids Next Door operative sounds pretty cool, right? But there is a downside to it that comes with a grim rule. Once an operative turns 13, they are decommissioned. And what I mean by decommissioned, you get the Totally Spies Men in Black memory wipe treatment. This process erases all memories of K&D involvement, effectively severing the individual from their childhood. However, the consequences of decommissioning give rise to many of the series' villains, including former operatives who avoided memory erasure. And speaking of villains, among the most memorable antagonists is Father, the series' primary villain and adopted parent to the delightful children from down the lane, a group of kids devoted to adult supremacy and the destruction of the K&D. Other notable enemies include Count Spankula, a vampire vigilante obsessed with punishing misbehaving children by whooping that ass.
What are you doing to our Carlos? Whoop that ass!
Cree Lincoln, number 5's older sister and former Sector V leader turned teen ninja, is also Father's apprentice.
Soon my training will be complete, and we will put an end to those kids next door once and for
the Common Cold, and then there's the GOAT, my all-time favorite K&D villain, the Toilinator. Stop sleeping on my mans. The ironically underestimated toilet-themed villain is so spectacularly garbage, so incompetent, that even other villains avoid him out of embarrassment. His power? Take a guess, take a guess. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to guess what his powers are.
Attack of the killer tomatoes. They'll beat you, bash you, squish you, mash you, chew.
If you guess right, it's controlling toilets and firing toilet paper from his arms. And I know for a fact, a lot of you who are watching saying, oh, that power sucks. Laugh all you want. Anyone who's ever been stuck in a bathroom without toilet paper knows this will come in clutch. And these are the villains I remember from the top of my dome. I barely scratched the surface of the K&D Rose Gallery. Codename Kids Next Door debuted on December 6, 2002 and ran for 6 seasons with 81 episodes until January 21st, 2008. Adding on to the fact the series produced 2 television movies, Operation Interviews, which served as the official series finale, and Operation Zero, one of the best Cartoon Network original movies. I'm just gonna give y'all right here, right now, my top 5 Cartoon Network original movies. Coming at number 5 is Fire Breather, a classic. I'm so mad they didn't have him appear in Invincible. And in case y'all didn't know, yes, Fire Breather and Invincible are in the same universe, at least in the comics. I was excited to see Duncan again, but Duncan, he was nowhere to be found during the Invincible War. Number 4 is Billy and Mandy's Big Boogie Adventure. 3, Codename Kids Next Door, Operation Zero, Elderly Zombies. Come on now, that's genius. At number 2 is Ed and Eddie's Big Picture Show. That movie was such a great coming of age story. And sitting at number 1 having the crown, the Powerpuff Girls movie. Y'all know this is a Powerpuff Girls channel. Their origin story movie is a 10 out of 10. Did you guys also know Codename Kids Next Door had a crossover special with the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and that Ed and Eddie made a brief appearance in the crossover?
Ed and Eddie's Pesky Problem Fixers. Got a problem that's pesky? We'll fix her for just 1 lousy quarter. What do you mean you're broke? Hey, if you're looking for charity, call Kids Next Door. They're cheap.
This only further increased its visibility within the Cartoon Network universe. But what really grinds my gears is that we were supposed to get a sequel series, The Galactic Kids Next Door, which would have taken the fight to space, where we would have a new enemy trying to do a universal genocide of wiping out all teens, adults, and senior citizens. Instead, Cartoon Network executives left the project shelved for years, leaving us fans hanging out to dry. Now that all of you are caught and acclimated to the greatness that is Codename Kids Next Door, let's dive into the horror show that is Lizzie. If there are 3 words to describe Lizzie, it is loud, controlling, and manipulative. She's the type who wants to run her boyfriend's entire life, who he talks to, where he goes, and how much oxygen he's allowed to breathe without her approval. Now, before y'all come for me, as bad as she is, Nigel Uno is not some helpless victim in certain situations. Do I feel a little sympathy for him? Yes, but that sympathy clocks out when he starts playing in my face. Number 1 is just as toxic. He avoids Lizzie like she's the plague and puts effort into dodging quality time with his own girlfriend. And I'm just like, Nigel, if you dislike being with her that bad, just break up with her, keep it pushing. What makes it worse is how visibly embarrassed he is by her. Anytime they're in public, he's stiff, distant, and clearly praying no one recognizes him. Meanwhile, Lizzie, that girl is fully obsessed, 10 toes down, delusional in love, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And honestly, you will see why Nigel was hiding her from everybody in the first place. We start the episode off with Sector V getting an important message and immediately jumping into action. Number 1 says it's a false alarm and he'll take care of it himself, and flies off to an undisclosed location, not before telling his team that they have the day off. With that, the rest of the team heads off to a local carnival. While they're having fun doing carnival activities, they see their no-nonsense, strict, ready to put belt-to-ass leader holding hands with a girl? But not just any girl, Lizzie? Now, wait a minute. Number one, Nigel Uno, didn't you just say you had an important mission? Because from where we're standing, that mission looks a whole lot like a date. Bro, if you wanted alone time with your boo, just say that. You could have been honest like, yeah, I got a little shorty, we're stepping out. Naturally, the team starts roasting him because they caught him in 4K. Nobody knew number one even had a girlfriend, which is shocking in itself considering how uptight and strict he usually is. He introduces everyone to his girlfriend Lizzie, who teases him for dating a girl who looks like Peter Griffin's long lost daughter. Number one tries to control the narrative and gaslight his team into believing that the girl next to him is his friend and they aren't going out. Nigel, how you gonna play in this girl's face like that? You have Lizzie, who is proud to have you as her boo, and you're ashamed to have her around your friends? That's nasty work.
Nigel's got a girlfriend.
I do not!
Oh, okay. Yeah, oh, okay.
Now, yes, I know he's 10 and most 10-year-olds don't make the best decisions, and maybe he's not ready to announce his relationship status to the world, but that still doesn't excuse throwing your girlfriend under the bus. Because this type of behavior that he exhibited, Lizzie will not let that go unpunished. Lizzie calls him out right then and there because you're not about to downgrade her in public and claiming her in private. She makes it crystal clear, you can have it both ways, fam. She's not the side hoe, not the side dish or the friend. She's the main course. And after delivering that speech, she tosses his spineless behind into a puddle of mud. I know that's right, know your self-worth. The next day, the boys leave the treehouse to go to the comic book store. While walking down the street, they come across Lizzie.
Coincidence? I think not.
Lizzie, being all apologetic and feeling awful for a valid reaction yesterday, hands Nigel a reconciliation gift. Aww, how sweet and thoughtful that is. The gift is a teched out Stewie Griffin shaped helmet. While number one has no idea what it is, he's still grateful for getting a present. Number one, not wanting to upset Bae any more than he already has, puts the helmet on. With her puppy dog love look expression, it shifts into something wicked as she pulls out a remote control device for the helmet, turns it on, and instantly fries Nigel's brain. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's a mind control helmet that forces the wearer to obey the commands of the one wielding the remote.
I'm going to hang out with Lizzie instead.
Now, I'm sure all of you are wondering why Lizzie is doing this. Is this payback or punishment for how Nigel treated her yesterday? Yes to both, and to make sure he won't say no and spend more time with her and not those meddling kids next door. She takes over her boyfriend's mind and autonomy and forces him to take her out on an expensive date. Back at the treehouse, number 2 and number 4 fill the girls in on what happened, and number 3 and 5, being big brain, realize what Lizzie had done.
Boyfriend helmet.
Going through a magazine, they find a device that Lizzie gave number 1 called the Yes Dear 5000. Number 4 rightfully questions why would they sell this kind of product. I'm pretty confident this would be against a lot of human rights laws, especially if the person wearing the helmet is unaware of what the helmet actually does and loses all control of their body. And just when you think it can't get any worse, it does. Turns out, wearing the helmet too long causes permanent damage. The brainwashing doesn't just fade away, the helmet literally fuses with the victim's brain. If that's common knowledge, why are they selling it to begin with? The team wastes no time and they bounce to save number 1 from being Lizzie's permanent slave. Meanwhile, Nigel is having the worst time of his life. My boy is genuinely tweaking while wearing that helmet, but Lizzie is in blissful la la land holding and caressing his hand while her nicey's brain is getting scrambled. Lizzie then goes on an unhinged lovesick rant on how they're gonna get engaged, get married, live happily ever after, and Nigel will never see his stupid little friends again. Excuse me, huh? So yeah, she's doing this out of pure spite and jealousy. Jealous that number 1 dares to care about anyone else but her. So naturally, her solution is to kidnap him, hijack his brain, and keep her boo locked down all to herself. If this is what love looks like, I don't want no part of it. And look at Nigel's face, the boy looks miserable. He tells her he likes his stupid friends, and Lizzie, not liking how much free will her boyfriend has, cranks the lever all the way, shocking him like a disobedient dog.
I will never see my stupid friends again.
He don't love you, he don't like you, and he sure as hell don't respect you. Your life is a fucking joke.
Meanwhile, she's kicking her feet and swooning like he just confessed his undying love. The K&D finally arrive to square up and rescue their friend from this Lifetime movie villain in the making. Lizzie, however, is not about to release her delicious man meat without a fight. So she uses the remote and forces Nigel to turn on his own team. It was a massacre. Nigel absolutely dog walked Sector V. He even had number 5 shook when he lifts her clean off the ground and tosses her like it's nothing. This whole fight scene gave me flashbacks to when Robin from Teen Titans during his Slade era packed up his superpowered team with the swiftness. After a long fight, they managed to overpower and restrain number 1, but Lizzie panics and cranks the knob to max, pushing the helmet past its limits. Nigel escapes and pins everyone to the wall using forks. Nigel returns to Lizzie to continue their dinner, both unaware that the helmet is fusing with his brain. Then, the waiter brings in the check. The moment Nigel sees how outrageously expensive it is, he crashes out.
How can you charge that much for a lousy steak? It's highway robbery!
Now, you would think, after realizing his girlfriend violated his free will, mind controlled him, and forced him to nearly murder his own friends who risked their lives to save him, that he'd be done, break up with her, block her, get a restraining order. Nah, he tells Lizzie to never do something like that again and ask her, hey, you want some ice cream? Huh? I don't know if Nigel secretly matches Lizzie's freak, or if the helmet scrambled his brain so badly that he's willing to forgive mind control, loss of autonomy, and attempted murder of his friends. Couldn't be me. I wouldn't want to be within 100 feet of Lizzie after all that nonsense. And honestly, this whole situation just proves there truly is someone out there for everyone. I guess as long as your significant other apologizes for mind controlling and attacking your friends, love really does conquer all and persevere. And with that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the notification bell to never miss an update. I see you guys surpass the goal for 2,500 likes for the Mandy Part 2 vid, which is under works coming this week. With Valentine's Day coming soon, I'll go over some of the craziest love interests and ships. Coming up next.
Why must I worship you and never ever tell? Arnold, you make my girlhood tremble.
And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!